Uh, Hi Santhosh, good evening.
Good evening, Rahul.
Could you please open activity? Good evening. Could you please open the activity guide document with a
Yeah,
list of topics
yeah, yeah,
and
sure,
walk
Rahul.
me through?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, over to you, Santosh.
Okay, Rahul. Yeah, today in this video, we are going to discuss about this managing security first. Let us see what is there. Right? First, how to assign access for the dimension members. We will see that one. For this, we must first log into our application, and we must click on the home page and click navigator, and then click on dimensions. Now we'll go to the application and click on the navigator, and under this create and manager, we will go to the dimensions. Now select this total account and click the assign access icon from the actions drop down. Now we will select this total account and we'll click on this actions icon and we will click on this assign access. And now uh, now go to the groups tab and click the add access icon. In the next page, we will see how to assign the right axis to this dimension. Now we will go to the application and see how we'll assign this right axis to the dimension. We'll click on the actions and now we'll click on assign axis. Now here we will select groups or users. Under this groups, we will click on this add. Then we will select the service administrator. After that, from here we will give the right axis. And now we will add this right axis to that member. Yeah, the right axis has been successfully added to the user or group. Now we'll click on OK and we'll click on close. So now the service administrator has the right axis. So like this, we can assign the right axis or read axis for the user for the dimensions in this application. Now we will go to the activity guide. And similarly, for entity dimension also, for entity 05 EN0105, he is said to give the right permission on EN0105 and EN0106 to group service administrator. For this, we will go to the application and select the entity dimension. And here under this total geography, we will expand this segment and we will select this EN01. And now we are giving right axis for this EN0105. We will click on actions menu and we will click on assign axis. Now we will select the groups and we will click on this add symbol. Now we will select the service administrator from groups and we will assign the right axis and we will add that axis. So the right axis has been successfully added to the service administrator. Now we will click on OK and click on close. Similarly, for the EN0106 also, we will do like that only. We will click on actions and assign axis. Now we will add the give the access by clicking on the add symbol. Now we will go to the groups and we will select the service administrator and we'll give the right axis and we will click on add. So for the EN0106 also we have given the right axis. Next we will click on the close. So with this, we see in this video how to give the right axis to the dimension members. Next, we will see defining valid intersections. For this, in this practice, we will define how the valid intersection for dimension members will be created. Uh, in this practice, we will create a valid intersection using your dimension members. For this, log into the APM cloud is necessary and then click on home page and click the application cluster and select the valid intersection card. Now we'll go to the application and we'll click on this home page. And under this application, now we will select the valid intersections card. Now we will create a valid intersection by clicking on create option. He has given that to take the name as sample valid intersection. So we will give the name as now we can add the anchor dimension here by clicking on this. We will add the account dimension and we will add the other dimension, that is non-anchor dimension. I will take the entity as the non-anchor dimension and just for the description as for testing. Now let's see what. Yeah, here he has selected the account dimension that we have already taken. And now click on add dimension and take the entity we have already taken. Now search for operating income and hit enter. Then the select the result by clicking it. So we will go to the application and under this account we will click on this add rule and we will select the edit option and we will select operating income and hit enter. So now you can select this operating member from here. Yeah, he has selected the operating income member. So we will select this operating income member. And we will click on OK. Next, we will see what is there in entity. Yeah, for entity, he has taken EN01. We will see in the next page. Yeah, he has taken EN01 and give the function as the descendants. So we'll go to the application and we'll click on edit and we will expand this total geography and under this segments we will select this en01 and from here we will add the function like descendants. Yeah, here the descendants en01 has been added. After that we will click on OK and we will click on save and close. So the valid intersection has been created like sample valid intersections. Like this we can create the valid intersections. After that, we will see how to load data using data management. In this practice, we will perform the following tasks like import data to the FCCS application by using this data management. And we will create an import format and location data mapping and data load rule in order to export from data management. For this, we will give our login credentials and log into our application and then click on the navigator icon and we select this data management. We'll go to our application and from navigator we will select the data management option, data management feature. Then the data management feature will be opened in a separate page. Yeah. Now we'll click on this setup. Yeah, now we will click on the setup and click on the import format. Click on the import format. Yeah. Here he has said that to put the FCCS application and give the name as IF FCCS as the import format. We will create that import format. We will add the import format. We will give FCCS. Next, and the description as the import format to load the data. We will give the description as the import format to load the data. entity data. And we will select this target application as the FCCS2. This is my application, and we will select the source type as the file type, and we will select the delimited all data type, like delimited numeric data type. We will go to our application and we will select the delimited numeric data type. And we will take the file delimiter as pipe and click on save. We'll take the file delimiter as pipe and we'll click on save. We'll take this pipe, then we will click on save. So the import format, if FCCS, IF FCCS has been created, now we must give the mappings for that. We must provide the mappings like the account section, we will give the account name, okay, and we will give the field number as 1. According to this data file which we are going to be loaded into our application, we will select the members. This is the first member, which is of account member, and the second one is entity member, and third one is movement, and the fourth one is product dimension member, and the fifth one is intercompany, and the sixth one is local gap, and the seventh one is the data, and the eighth one is data source. Here we will provide all those details and of data. It is of 8 field number, and next that data is of 7, and the data source is 8. The next entity, it is 2. Next we will leave this from currency, and intercompany is 5, and next movement is 3. After that the multi-gap is multi-gap is 3, 4, 6. Last one, the product is 4. So we have given all these mappings and source columns and field numbers. After that, we'll click on save. Yeah, if we got like this means we have to delete our mappings, and again we have to select this import format, and we'll select this IFFCCS. Again we will provide the field numbers. For account I will give 1. For entity, for amount it is 7, and for data source it is 8. For entity 2, and the intercompany 5.3, local gap 6, product is 4. So click on save. Now the format mappings has been saved, and the source column and field numbers also we have also given the source column and field numbers. After this we will go to the location. Yeah, after saving this, the mapping should be like the following screenshot. Yes, after this we will save this one. Next we will go to the location and we will add the new location. and give the name as location underscore FCCS. We'll click on this location, and now I will click on this add. Now and we will select the import format that we have created just now. We will select the import format, and next the source is of file type, and the target must be for the application FCCS2, and these are all not required now. We'll click on save. Now the location has been added successfully here, location underscore FCCS. After adding the location, we will go to the in this practice we will create data mappings for dimension. We will go to the workflow tab and click on the data mapping. So we will go to the workflow tab and click on data load mapping. Now we must provide the data load mappings for the file that you want to import into your application. For this, we will select the location that we have created now for importing this file. We'll just reset it and we'll search for this for the locations. We have created this location underscore FCCS. We will select that location, and here we'll select the period for as Jan 20 Jan 21, because my application has been started from 21 only. Yeah, I have taken Jan 21. So now we'll click on OK. So we will give the mappings now. I'm taking the like mapping uh, that has been mentioned in that. Yeah, he has said to take the Jan 20 and click on OK. But in my application is beginning from Jan 2021. That's why I'm taking Jan 2021. And now he has taken the like mapping and mapped all the dimension members. So for that, we will go to this and we'll select this like mapping. Next, we will select the account member and we will click on this add. We will give star and the account rule account, and we'll click on save. Account map. Account map. Click on save. Next, we will take the data. Like this, we will provide all the and amount map. Click on save. And next, we will see for data source. It will automatically take in the member as FCCS data management and that managed data, FCCS managed data. And next, under this from currency, we will leave this from currency because we have not taken that member. And next, under the intercompany, we will add the mapping. We'll click on save. Next, for movement also, the FCCS movements in net income member will be selected by the system. These are all the system generated maps. And next, the multi-gap also, the system will generate that mapping. And for product, we will give the mapping. So click on save. Once we'll check whether we give all the dimension members or not. We have mapped all the dimension members or not. Yeah, for entity, we must add entity map. Click on save. So we have given all the mappings for these members. Order. Yeah. Now we will click on save, and let's go to this data load rule. Now we will select the location. Here the location has already selected for location underscore FCCS. I will click on add to give the new data load rule. We will provide the name as per the activity guide. Yeah, here DL FCCS. DL. Next, we will select the import format, that is IF FCCS, and we will select this target cube like console or rates. I am taking the console, and now we will select the file. We must upload the file from our local machine. I am taking this import file. Yeah, that import file has been loaded here. You can see that. After that, we will select that file and we'll click on OK. So the file has been loaded here. After that, we will click on save. Now we will execute. We will select import from source and export to target. And for Jan 21, we are giving the replace import mode, replace for import mode, and merge for the export mode. Now we will run. Yeah, the process has been submitted successfully. We will click on refresh. I will click on refresh. Yeah, here you can see that all the process has been successfully completed and the data has been exported to the application. We will check it from this data load workbench tab option. We will go there and we will check here for entity 5, all the data has been loaded. This amount data has been loaded into our application. So when we got these three pieces, we can think that the process has been successfully completed. And now let's go to the activity guide. Yeah, these all processes has been done. And after this, yeah, here you can see that the three pieces has been come and the data exported in the application FCCS application. So now navigate to the home page and click on rules code and launch the consolidate rule. And for that, we will go to our application and click on this home page, and we will select these rules and we will launch this consolidate option. And here entity, so we must select the AN01, and for period it is Jan, and scenario is actual, and year is FY20, and then click launch. So I'm taking AN01 and the period is Jan, and in scenario is actual and FY21, and clicking launch. It will take 2 minutes of time. Yeah, the consolidate rule was run successfully. So after that, we will see. We will go to the data card and expand the FCCS income statement folder. And next, select this FCCS income statement by period and open up the form. So we will go to our application and we will click on this data card and we will select this FCCS income statement and we will open up this FCCS income statement by period form. So now here you can see the data which has been loaded through this data management. For AN0105 we have loaded all those data has been can be seen here. For that, first we must go to this entity and we have to select the EN05 member and click on OK. Yeah, FY20 periodic EN5, next entity input and data sources total input and adjusted, and intercompany has no intercompany, and multi-gap as local gap, currency as entity currency, and product as no product. We will go to this application, we'll go to the application and from the POV, we will point of view, we will select all those options. I have already selected. The consolidation as entity input, the data source as total input and adjusted, and the intercompany as intercompany top, and the local gap as multi-gap as local gap, and the currency as entity currency. Now I am selecting this entity file and we'll click on this bow symbol. Just a minute. Okay. We must select the EN0105 here. After that, we will click on OK. Next, we will click on Go. So now you can see the data which we have added to our application through data management. So by this, we completed the data management, and let us see what is there in the next topic. Just a second. Yeah, we have changed the entity for EN0105 and we have seen the data. So with this, the data management has been completed. Now we will see how to manage the data. In this, for this, we will see how to import the data from a file. Before that, we will see what are the topics that we are going to cover in this lesson, like import data and copying data and clearing data. So for this, we must go to the home page and click on application cluster and then click on overview card. Then select the import data from the actions drop down. We will go to our application and we will go to the home page and we will select this application and we will select the overview card. And now we will select the import option from this actions drop down. And now we will click on create and we will select the file that you want to import to your application. And I am giving the file name as import data. Import data.csv. Here you can see the import data.csv. I have given the file and I will validate it. After validating, I will click on import. Yeah, the data has been imported successfully. Then we will click on close. And now go to the job section and to check if the data has been successfully completed or not. Import has been successfully completed or not. So we'll close this and we'll go to the job console. and we will see that the data has been successfully completed or not. We will click on refresh. Yeah, import data has been completed successfully. We will click on this and we will see the upload file finished successfully. So we have completed the import data option, and now we will go to our application overview and see. Let us see the copy data option. We will go to our activity guide, and now under this copy data, we will select the scenario as actual and take the year as FY20 and period as Jan, and we will take the entity 105 and the data source as FCCS data input. We will click on create and we will select this regular data option. You can, if you want to override the data, then you will select this override option. If you want to include the rates data, means we will use this rate data option, and we have the options like merge and replace. We will use that as per our requirement. Now I am taking the regular data and selecting scenario as actual and click on OK. And next the year as FY21. As I said, my application will begin with FY21. So I have taken FY21, and now the period is Jan. The period is Jan, and the entity is EN0105. We will select it from this segments, and we'll expand this EN01, and we'll select the EN0105. And the data source is data input. Data input. So we'll go to our activity guide and check that whether we have taken all the members correctly or not. We have taken EN0105 and data sources FCCS data input. Now under this target, we will select the actual and the year as FY20 and the period is Jan, and we will select the entity as EN0106. So now from here, here we will change that. Just we will give the name EN0106. We'll click on save. Yeah, after giving EN010, then we must click on run. We will click on run. Yeah, job is submitted, and see the job console for more information. We will see here, we will save this one. We'll give them name. Data 1. We'll save this. And now after saving it, we'll cancel it. Now we will go to the jobs console, and you can see that the job copy data has been completed successfully. You can see that the copy data has been completed successfully. So now we will close this and let us see the activity guide. After completing this copy data, then to verify the data has been copied to entity 106, click the data card on the application home page and expand the FCCS income statement folder, and then open FCCS income statement by period form. For this, we will click on this data. Yeah, already the income statement by period has been opened. So now we will, this is of EN0105. So as per our activity guide, let us change the entity dimension to EN0106 because we copied to EN0106. So we will select the EN0106. We will go to the EN01. We will expand this and we will select this EN0106 and we will click on OK. After that, we will click on Go. So you can see that the data has been added here, the copy data. Like this, we can copy the data from one entity to other entity. So now, after clicking on Go, now let us see how to clear the data. For this, we must go to the clear data option. We must go to the overview and select the clear data under the actions drop down. Now we'll close this and we'll go to the application overview. And from here, we will select the clear data option. So after that, we will create the clear data file. For this, for scenario, we will take the EN0 actual one. For scenario, we will take the actual and the year is FY21 and the period is Jan. We'll select the Jan from Q1 and the entity is EN0106. Sorry, EN0106. Okay. And the data source is FCCS total data source. And we'll select the data input. We'll click on OK. Once we'll go to the activity guide, when we will check whether we have provided correct details or not. And we have taken FY20 Jan and the entity 06 and the FCCS data input. So we have taken all those members here. And now we will click on run. Yes. The job has been successfully submitted. Now we will save this. I'm giving clear one and clicking on save. Now I will cancel this and see whether the process has been successfully completed or not. The clear data process has been successfully completed. Here the clear data is successful. Now we will go to the these forms or data. We can see here under this accounts there is no data for the EN0106. The data has been cleared from here. So like this, we will use the clear option. We'll just refresh and we'll close this data form. And let us see what is there next. Yeah, you can see that there is no data here. Like that, we can clear the data. And now we will select, we will see the how to manage forms. In this, we will create forms which will be used to enter and view data in applications, and we will assign access to those data forms. So for this, we must log into our application. So first, we must click on home page and select the navigator icon and then select the forms. So we will close this form. We'll close this form and we will click on navigator and we'll go to the forms card. So now under this library, we will add a folder like data forms. Data form. Next we'll click on OK. So the data form has been added here. So after this, we will click on this create simple form so that we can create the simple form like yeah, click on create simple form and name as data entry and select these dimension members under point of view and under page select these dimensions like year, period, scenario, consolidation, data source and rows, movement and account and columns as entity. We will go to our application and name as data and now we will go to the layout and we will see the members that we have to select under this page: years, period, scenario, consolidation, years, period and scenario, next consolidation and the data source and the data source. And now in the rows we will take the movement and account. Yeah, we will take the movement and account dimensions. Now in the columns we will take the entity dimension. In the columns the entity dimension. Now the form will look like this. Now I have said to add two more rows under this movement and account dimension. So we will go to our application and see. We will click on this one and we will select add row. And we will again click on this and we will select this add row. So now we have added two more rows here. And now we will see the activity guide. What we have to do. Yeah, we have taken like this only. And for view, we must select this periodic and currency, entity currency, and intercompany is no intercompany, product is no product, and multi-gap is local gap. We will select all those members. Just a minute. We'll select all those members from here. We will take the periodic for view dimension and for currency dimension. We will take the entity currency. And for intercompany, we will take the no intercompany member. And for multi-gap, we will select the local gap. Select the local gap. And for product, we will select no product. So after this, we will click on OK. So those members have been selected under this point of view. And we will go to the page and we will select the members under page. And we have selected the rows. And now the page under this years, click on edit. Click on edit. And then select the years, then click the function selector icon and click children. So we will select the years, edit, and here we will select the years and we will go to the functions and click on children. So that the children's year has been added to the page. So now similarly we will select the scenario, consolidation and period and data source. For scenario we'll take actual. Scenario will take actual. I will take this actual. And for this consolidation, FCCS contribution total I descendants. We will go to this consolidation, and we will take this contribution total including descendants. So I descendants contribution total has been added. I descendant FCCS contribution total. Okay, now under the period we will select the I descendants year total, and data source is FCCS total data source I descendant. So now under the period we will take this year total and give the function as I descendants year total, descendants including. And now for this data source, we will take the total data source including descendants including. So the page dimension members also selected. Now we will go to the rows, and here we will take the members for rows. Yeah, for row one, for movement, we will take the changes due to issue of stock. For movement, we will select the changes due to issue of stock. We will search from here, like changes due to issue of stock. Yeah, we will select this member and we'll click on OK. And under this account, we will take the common stock. We will search for the common stock account. We will select this common stock. So the common stock has been selected under this account dimension, and again under this movement we will go to the activity guide and we will select the changes in other current assets. Changes in other current assets. So click on search and we will select the member from here. Click on OK, and under this account we will take the 4000 account. 4000 account. Yeah, we have taken 4000, and in the third row we will see the activity guide and changes in net income, and account is 7000. We'll go to here and we will edit it. Changes in net income. Number. Changes in net income. We will select that member and click on OK. And under this account dimension, we will take the 7000 account member. We will go here and search for 7000, and we will add this 7000 member, and now click on OK. So we have added that 7000 member in the rows, and now let us see the entity in column. For entity in column, he has taken the consolidation entity children. For that, we will go to our entity dimension and we will click on edit, and we will select this total geography and this is the consolidation entity. So we will select this including the children. So after selecting the member, we will click on OK. Now the children has been taken. You can see here children CE. So now we have selected all the members according to the activity guide, and now we will now click on save and then select the business rules tab and select console rule and consolidate and click add. OK. So we'll click on save and we will go to the rules, business rules, and now here we will add this consolidate option. We will move it to the right side, and now we will click on save. So after this, save and finish, you click on finish. So the data entry form has been created successfully. Here you can see the data entry form has been created successfully. After that, give the name as a consolidated data form. First click that the form which we have created previously, data entry form. Click on it and click on save as and give the name as consolidated data form. So we will go to our application and we will select this and we will click on edit. Then we will click on save as and we will see the name like consolidated data form. So consolidated data form. We'll click on OK. So now the form has been created with the name consolidated data form. So now we will see what is there in the activity guide. And now he is said to go to the layout tab and delete the row 2 and row 3. So we will go to our layout tab and we will delete this row 2 and row 3. We will delete the row 2 and now we are deleting the row 3. So the row 2 and row 3 has been deleted. After that, now move the movement dimension to columns from rows. Okay. So we will move this movement dimension from row to columns, rows to column. And now we will go to the activity guide. And now we will select the account as I descendants FCCS total balance sheet traditional approach. So we will select this account dimension member as we will remove this common stock and we will take the we will select the balance sheet and we will take this total balance sheet traditional approach and give the function as I descendants. Okay, we'll give the function as I descendants and we have to remove the common stock. Yeah, we have removed it and we have selected. So now the I descendants FCCS total balance sheet traditional approach has been added for the account dimension. And now we will go to this columns and we will see make the following changes in the POV dimension members. For view dimensions, it has been set to take the FCCS YTD, and for intercompany it is taken FCCS intercompany top and the currency is parent currency. So we will go to this application. We'll go to the application and we will see the view dimension which is there here. We will select the YTD. Okay, YTD has been selected, FCCS YTD. And next, intercompany as intercompany top. We will go to the intercompany and we will select the intercompany member as intercompany top and we will click on OK. And then next, we will select the currency as parent currency. The currency, we will remove the entity currency and we will add the parent currency. So now the parent currency has been added. Now click on OK. And now yeah, you can see these changes that we have made in our application. We have changed the entity currency to parent currency and no intercompany to intercompany top and the periodic to YTD. Then we will just click on save. Before saving, in the forms grid properties, enable the checkbox for suppressing missing blocks and suppressing missing data rows. So we will go to the grid properties and we will select the suppress missing blocks and suppress missing data rows. Yeah, we have selected these two checkbox and now we will click on save and we will click on finish. We will finally click save and finish. So with this, we just created the data form and the consolidated data form. So you can see these data forms in the application. You can go to the data card. The data is been already opened, and we will expand this library, and we will select this data form, and you can see that the consolidated data form and the data entry form. So the data has been already there. That's why the data is coming here. And if the data is not there, means you must enter the data there. Like this, we can create forms in our application. Now let us see what is there in the next lesson, in the next page. Here, it is there how to assign access to the forms and the folders. So for this, we will go to the application. We will log into our application and we will select the data entry form and click on assign access. So we will go to the application and we will click on forms. We will click on forms here, and under this library, under the data form we have created. So I'm selecting this data entry form and clicking on assign access option. So here you can give the access like write access or read access to the administrator or which user you want, you can give. I am clicking on add, and we are selecting the service administrator and giving the right access to this form, so that we will add this, and user has been successfully added, so that this user, the service administrator, can have the right access. Then we will click on close. You can see here the service administrator has been selected, so he can write. He has the right access now to the data form. So we will click on close. Like this, we will assign the access to the data forms. Yeah, he has said that to select the service administrator and give the right access. Like this, we will give the we will assign access to the data forms. Yeah, with this, I'm completing this video. That's all, Rahul. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Rahul.